John, onward!
On this ballistic episode of MythBusters, a cinematic cadaver-carrying conundrum.
This myth is about picking up a dead body, using it as cover during a firefight.
One!
And, a tall tale of bomb-proof
Boom! And it went
goo.
It's time to put it to the ultimate test to see if Oobleck is actually bomb-proof. 3, 2, 1!
First up is a classic action movie myth. The lead is flying. Our hero cornered. Desperate for cover, he grabs a recently deceased extra to use as a human shield. But can an uncooperative cadaver really be carried in a gunfight scenario? And is it actually bulletproof? Or is this silver screen scene dead weight?
This is cool.
Let's break it down.
First up, you need to know, can you hold up a dead body as a shield?
So, can you actually pick it up and heft it around? Huh? Like that.
It's great, just push-ups with a dead body.
And we need to figure out if a body's bulletproof,
That'd be important.
because there's no point in hefting around if it's just a piece of tissue paper.
Yeah. You know, I've spent some time around dead bodies.
Really?
Yeah, I'll find us the perfect human analog for this.
Oh, and we need to put some kind of rigor into these tests. We need to bring in the action part of an action movie. We have to take into account the chaos of a gunfight, those dudes shooting at each other, but obviously we have to do it safely.
I've got the perfect solution for that.
Great.
All right, I got you here, John.
Ooh, very nice.
So we can't really fire guns at each other, but we can use paintball guns. The paintball guns allow us a little bit of simulation. And a big-sized paintball coming at you, you're gonna be at least a little bit scared.
Ooh, Do I really look like this? Ugh. I'm shimmering. Okay, beautiful. All right, you ready to shoot me in the face?
Oh, I'm ready.
You sound too excited about that.
Just a little bit, don't worry about it.
Paintball,
Ooh! Why?
guns and ammo.
How's that feel? You like that?
Okay, Bobo, come here, come on.
Come on, Doug.
Clearly ain't gonna cut it.
Good girl.
When it comes to testing the ballistic integrity of a dead body double.
Be nice. What's the matter with you? Come on.
But in the final test setup,
Oh!
I almost can't see your face.
they need to simulate the action part of an action movie.
Danger. Hitman at work. You got it?
To find out what difference it makes running for your life while under fire compared to firing back, they're gonna do just that.
50 feet.
Perfect!
Winter camo. You know, to really blend in with all the snow.
That's not a good start.
That's where I'm gonna shoot you. Ooh.
Quick surgery.
Test 1 is a control.
Let's go, John!
A 50-foot duck and cover course while under fire.
Safety first.
Remember, these are top-of-the-range paintball guns. They're gonna hurt.
In 3, 2, 1, run!
Oh, shoot. Oh, yeah. So my run took about 19 seconds. Oh, stop! And that's because I took time taking cover between shots. Yeah, I think he got me a few times. So we'll see how Brian does, average the scores, and that'll be our benchmark. In 3, 2, 1, run! Ooh. Ooh. I feel that. Ooh. Ooh. Oh my goodness. Oh.
Oh, stop!
That was probably way more fun than it should have been.
It's not as fun on this side. I made about 12 seconds. John made about 19, which gives us a 15-second average.
Now we're gonna change it up a bit. I'm gonna give the good guy a gun. So now when the good guy's shooting back, how hard will it be for the bad guy to, 1, shoot as fast?
You ready?
Yeah.
3,
Or 2, shoot as accurate?
2,
It's gonna be interesting.
run!
My time on this run was 24 seconds. Stop! I think I got shot in the butt. It's 5 seconds slower than my previous run. Now it's because I took time shooting at Brian. All right, Brian, you ready to go for a run?
Do your worst, sunshine.
3, 2, 1. When I was shooting at Brian and he wasn't allowed to shoot back, I was taking my sweet time pelting with paintballs. But as soon as he started returning fire, even though he only hit me once in the hand, it was still a bit terrifying. Definitely made me more cautious.
Stop! Oh, you got me right in the finger.
You got me in the finger too!
Nice!
We're finger bros. That's weird.
Woo!
In fact, our tests have shown us that it slows you down around 25%.
So, the guys have the timing data for their full-scale firefight simulation. It's time to add a body to the equation.
Ready?
Yeah.
Boomer, our accurate human cadaver,
So just pull the pants up.
is just the dead guy for the job.
Look at that!
He's proved his take one for the team credentials on airbag disaster.
Oh, no.
And fresh
Nice.
Ooh, I was moist.
from a factory reset,
Come on, bring it.
at 150 pounds, he's ready to roll.
There we go.
Beautiful.
Good boy.
Little style. You gotta look sharp. This myth is about picking up a dead body, using it as cover during a firefight. 1, 2, 3. I worked in emergency medicine, and I've experienced moving a few dead bodies. Gotta keep his head clean. There we go.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah.
And the thing you learn is when they say dead weight, it means totally different than just weight.
Okay. How's this look? Oh, it's still moist.
What'd you think?
I mean, it's got heft to it. It's like dead weight, but
Okay, but if I was out there shooting at you, how would you feel? Are you glad you're hugging a body?
yes. It's like having a friend.
So, John can lift and carry the cadaver. But to put this myth to the test, they need objective data. Brian and John set up a 100-foot-long course. They'll both run the gauntlet with Boomer in tow, ducking, dodging, and weaving, as if under fire,
3, 2, 1, go!
and average their times to find out how long it'll take.
3, 2, 1, go!
Okay. I can't get his legs to bend. Yeah, so the heroes in movies, they sweat a lot less. But I'm actually a little bit surprised. Because it's possible to pick up a body and carry it like a human shield. Oh yeah, feeling super safe. Keep going, keep going. Swing that. Yeah! All right, keep going. You feel that in your legs? I thought it was just some kind of Hollywood stunt. Here we go, finish line, and
Yeah!
nice job. Whew. How's it?
Weird.
It's not as easy as it looked. But next up, guns and ammo. Let's do it.
But before the saga of the cadaver continues, cue myth number 2. Can a non-Newtonian liquid protect you from a bomb blast? This ballistic mystery balances on the strange material properties of non-Newtonian fluids. Apply a force, and it temporarily thickens so much it behaves like a solid. But does that mean it can deflect an explosive pressure wave? Is this an internet fable or feasible physics?
In order to test this myth, we need to define what is bomb-proof. Ready to make up some Oobleck?
Definitely.
All right. According to the Center for Disease Control, at about 10 psi, you incur lung damage. So that 10 psi threshold is what we're gonna need. We're gonna see if Oobleck can reduce the pressure below that threshold. Oh, it's still liquidy, but I think I'm there.
So will a non-Newtonian fluid reduce the supersonic blast wave of a high explosive to a survivable 10 psi? First up, the mysterious matter in question.
Oobleck is made of two very common ingredients: cornstarch for cooking and water for keeping you alive. And when these two things combine, they create a magical substance known as Oobleck,
All right, you ready for the punch test?
which actually comes from a Dr. Seuss story, Bartholomew and the Oobleck, where Bartholomew has to save a kingdom from a sticky, gooey substance. Ooh! And this stuff is cool. Whoa!
So, what exactly is going on here? Well, that's had scientists baffled for a while.
What?
But starch is key to it. It's made of long, coiled polymer chains that tend to flow around each other just fine, but you add a little bit of force to that, and suddenly they intertwine, tangling together. And that makes them act like a solid. Just for a moment, though. You remove that force, back to liquid.
And to demonstrate how these physical properties might prove to be bomb-proof, Brian and John begin with impact testing.
3, 2, 1.
A perfect example of a Newtonian fluid. Consistent viscosity all the way through. Good. Let's move on.
Next up, the Oobleck. How will the non-Newtonian fluid react to the impact?
In 3, 2, 1.
That's great. I just kind of went. "Brr." Wow.
That was an interesting test. The bearing comes flying in, hits the surface of the Oobleck, then it sinks in, only to be flung right back out, hesitate for a moment before disappearing into obscurity.
If the ball had been dropped on a human head, it would have had an impact force of 3,140 pounds. The Oobleck reduced that to 640 pounds. A promising demonstration of its impact-absorbing qualities. Bring on the bombs.
How are we going to test on a small scale if Oobleck is bomb-proof? With glass panels. There's 5 glass panels here, and each one takes about 1 psi to break. Our cherry bomb explodes, sending that pressure wave up through air, water, or Oobleck, so we can test all 3 media,
This is awesome.
and then we can determine how much is broken by each media and if there is a significant reduction in that pressure wave.
So, test 1 is a control. A bag of air is sandwiched between the cherry bomb and glass panels.
1.5 ounce cherry bomb, pressure tests with air. In 3, 2, 1. That's what I call a benchmark.
Three,
The MythBusters are testing the internet fable
1.
that a non-Newtonian fluid
1.
is bomb-proof. The booms began with a control,
3,
an air-filled bag.
1.
That test is exactly what we were looking for. It looked like shattered glass everywhere to us, but the high speed revealed the secrets. The pressure wave, boom, boom, boom. First 3 panes of glass gone. Fourth one gives. The fifth one looks like it's not going to. The pressure wave's almost gone, but boom, the glass crashed. And that's exactly where we want to be, to compare water and Oobleck to.
Next up, a bag of water comparable in size to our bag of air.
Hot.
All right, here we go. 1.5 ounce cherry bomb pressure test with water. In 3, 2, 1.
I'll never get tired of that.
Using air as our barrier, the cherry bomb blew up 5 panes of glass. With water, 3 panes. Next up is Oobleck. We'll see how that compares to the other 2. Just suck it in. Suck it in. Being a real jerk, you know that? All right, the moment we've all been waiting for. 1.5 ounce cherry bomb pressure test with Oobleck. In 3, 2, 1. It went off, went boom, and it went. One. Oh, okay, look at that. The explosion goes off, and the Oobleck actually looks like it tightens up and just goes as a wall, like boom.
These were definitely interesting results. Oobleck was significantly better than air, and water broke 3 panes. With the Oobleck, only 2. I'm beginning to think there might be something to this myth.
The mythical goo compares well to water, but a cherry bomb's just not gonna cut it. I mean, it's a bomb, as in cherry bomb, but to test this myth for real, we gotta go big. Next step, high explosives, baby.
But before the team decamped to a deserted destination for a date with detonation, it's back to the body double movie myth.
Time to get to the pointy end of this myth. Right in the middle. Perfect. We need to know whether or not you can hold up a human body and use it as body armor. Now we have the cadaver, and it is a perfect human replica, but it's a little bit expensive to determine penetration depth. Oh, God, that stuff's beautiful.
So, before we shoot into the cadaver, we're gonna be shooting into our good old friend Ballistics gel, just so we can get some data on guns and ammunition. Fingers up.
All right, we could have gone with a range of weapons.
Boom!
Yeah.
Good.
Instead, we've gone with the 9mm full-sized handgun. The reason being, it's in just about every action movie, every TV show, and that makes it our weapon of choice.
Right?
Looks good to me.
What kind of ammunition will we be shooting into our ballistics gel? Well, here we have 3 different 9mm rounds. We have a full metal jacket, we have a standard issue police hollow point, and we have a self-defense hollow point. Now, realistically, in a gunfight, you want to use these 2 because they're meant to dump all their energy inside their initial target without causing horrific collateral damage.
Yep, and first up, the self-defense hollow point.
Round 1, locked and loaded.
Great.
It's designed to fragment upon impact, reducing the chance of the bullet passing through the gel.
Defensive round hollow point, firing in 3, 2, 1.
Oh, look at that.
It's beautiful, it just dispersed.
Looking at the test of the defensive hollow point round, you'll see that channel open up very wide. That's because all the energy is being left right here at this end. This one little bit, by the time it reaches right there, has very little energy and speed left. And I wouldn't be too worried about it. This is where I don't want to be. I'd be very happy being over here.
With most of the energy dispersed within the first few inches, that's a promising result for the myth. If Boomer takes a bullet that well, the good guy holding him up may be saved. Cue test 2.
Standard issue police hollow point in 3, 2, 1.
That one had some kick to it. Wow.
That's beautiful. It's pulled back, released some of its energy, but made it all the way through. I wouldn't want to be behind that.
Not this time.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a lot more damage.
I mean, it's that extra mass, that extra energy.
And just look at it. You got cavitation at the front, you got cavitation at the back. There's just damage everywhere. Full metal jacket, final test. My prediction, beautiful high speed, ugly results.
With its hard outer casing, this round is the least likely to break up in the ballistics gel.
Yeah, worst case scenario.
I feel like
round
he's
right there.
dead, the guy behind him's dead, and the guy behind him's dead.
I just saw something that our high-speed cameras caught that I really want to share with you. Ooh, huge cavitation, and you see that flash of light? That's what we call sonoluminescence, and you've only seen it at this kind of speed. It happens when a cavitation closes itself so fast that it creates plasma upwards of 3,600 degrees Fahrenheit. That is pretty dope.
Later on MythBusters,
Oh, yes!
both ballistic mysteries hit deserted desert locations
Just getting dressed as a hitman.
for full-scale mayhem.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh.
Where are we at? Well, the movies would have us believe that you can totally pick up a dead body and carry it around as a bulletproof shield. Now, we know you can carry a body, but is it bulletproof?
So up next, we're gonna get our super accurate human analog, cadaver, shoot it, and find out.
Obviously, we can't be carrying this dead body around ourselves, and I don't think they'll let us use interns for this one. So that means we have a big build ahead. We have to build a sliding cart to hold the cadaver, a good guy stand-in to hold him up, we need a pulley and motor to move it back and forth, and we need a return fire paintball rig for added realism.
Hey, Bo. It's about to get noisy.
To take this Hollywood tall tale and test it with live ammo,
Is that the sound of the blade breaking?
No.
Yeah, I recognize that sound anyway.
requires a complex setup.
Oh.
John will build a track and cart to carry the cadaver.
Go, 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 go.
That's incredibly easy. That's awesome.
While Brian provides the power.
The cart we're gonna build for this rig, it's gonna be a little bit heavy with that cadaver on it, all its parts, nice and beefy. So we went with a tool we already had in the shop, has lots of torque. It's got a big gearbox on it, a reversible motor. Green wire first. Oh, no boom, we're good, all right. And with just a little bit of tweaking, we can control the speed on it. The proper technique's to use your teeth, but I wanna avoid that, and it'll get that cart back and forth. All right, that's the ticket. Ah, perfect. What was a power tool is now our precision-controlled, accurate, reversible winch motor. We wired it up to a speed controller and to a reverse switch to allow us to move that rig backwards and forwards.
This is just one of 7 rail platforms that our dolly will be gliding across. That should definitely be strong enough to hold cadaver and the good guy. So smooth.
It'll be really smooth picking up those women at the bar with like
That's right.
70 feet
Hey,
of track.
ladies, want to hop on this dolly? You're being shot at. Pew, 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 pew. Pa, 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 pa.
That's incredibly smooth.
I know. Let's shoot at it.
That's like proper rope.
Next up, Brian whips up the pulley system.
Safety first, always cut towards your cameraman. That's a wrench. We'll call that good. Alrighty, one pulley. A little bit of grip, and this part's done.
Bang, 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 bang. She won't do it if there's a toy. Bow. Bow. Bang, bang, bang. Bow. Bang, 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 bang. Yeah, now you get it. She knows, she's like, am I gonna? Oh.
You ready? Wait, let's try it. Bow, come. Bang, 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 bang. Bang, 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 bang. She's like, I'll sit.
She'll sit, but she wants the thing.
I don't have the heart, man. I don't have the heart.
Next up, John preps the good guy who'll be holding up the dead guy.
Uh-oh, human anatomy. Oh, huge forearms. What I'm working on right now is the plywood cutout that sits behind the cadaver. So we know that if the bullets do happen to go through, if they don't make it through the plywood, then we don't count them as lethal. Oh, heroic proportions. Yeah. Heroic legs.
And finally, to give the shooter a taste of action movie authenticity, Brian rigs a remote control return fire system for the plywood good guy.
Deadliest use of a wiper motor ever.
Coming up on Goo Gone Wild,
Wow, we're really good at this. If this doesn't work out, we can go to clown school.
the TNT party wraps up with a countdown.
8, 3, 2, 1.
Is the mysterious material Oobleck really bomb-proof? To investigate, John and Brian have hit the desert. The perfect location to cause a commotion.
We're here at Caravan West Ranch, and this is a beautiful, isolated spot. Exactly what we need for some explosions. This is custom made for a boom.
So where are we at? Well, we've played with Oobleck back in the shop to see its non-Newtonian properties. And then we put that Oobleck to the test against air and water, and it actually seems to reduce some of that blast force. But now it's time to put it to the ultimate test in a high-speed explosive to see if Oobleck is actually bomb-proof.
The blast point. For the first time on MythBusters, we're going to be using a combination of nitromethane and aluminum powder.
Yeah.
It's a two-part explosive used for demolition, and when you combine those two, you get a blast over 21,000 feet per second. That is one heck of a high explosive.
Pressure sensor.
In the pipe. Well, we want to get the best data from our blast, and to do that, we're going to use these pressure sensors.
Brian,
I can't hear you.
can you hear hot? Oh, that boat call's over. How's it looking?
Oh, it's a dark pipe. Sensitive from all the way in the micro PSI range all the way to 5,000 PSI. But the cable itself needs to be protected from the blast. One more? Oh, a little flat. Can you go sharp on it? We're gonna bury these sensors, run the cable through a pipe laid in the trench behind us.
Hey, Brian, want to see a trick?
Yeah?
Here we go. Come on. Oh, there it is. Let's drop her in.
That's the expensive, sensitive electronic instrumentation. And these are analog pressure sensors, or water balloons.
Tuck it in.
So how's this gonna work? We have a 4 foot by 4 foot by 4 inch aquarium we're gonna fill with our media. There we go. For the first test, that's air.
Perfect.
Then we're gonna place 3 pounds of our binary explosive here, 1 foot away from it.
And these pressure transducers, 6 foot away from our blast, will give us readings on what kind of pressure wave moves through here after it travels through our empty aquarium. And in addition to that data, we have an analog explosion detector with these water-filled balloons, and we'll see how many pop after each different explosion. All right, we're all set up.
Air test, here we come. Ready?
I'm I'm ready. Here we go. Full-scale blast pressure test with empty aquarium in 3, 2, 1. I don't see any balloons. Or the aquarium. Or the bottom half of the rig. It's gone.
Well, air doesn't block an explosion.
Ta-da! Well, that was eventful. Yeah, it looks like the pressure transducer survived. This, not so much. That was 3 pounds of high explosive, and most of our stuff is gone like a magic trick. Hey, little man, you make it? The empty aquarium did pretty much nothing to stop that shockwave.
Oh, look at that. You can see the explosion. You see the shock wave going in front of it.
And it's the shockwave that pops the balloons.
That's fantastic.
So beautiful. And then all the shrapnel hits. Thanks to our pressure sensor on the floor, it read 46 PSI, 6 feet away from our empty aquarium. Remember, our threshold for Oobleck being bomb-proof is that it reduces a pressure wave to 10 PSI or lower.
But first, a second control to compare to Oobleck in the air, water.
Is it bowing on the bottom?
Yeah, oh, it's blowing like crazy.
A conventional Newtonian fluid. That's a little heavier than the rig would like.
Oh, that's... Brian! Look at it.
Oh my God.
I don't know if it's gonna make it.
The aquarium acquiesces, barely, and the race is on to blow it up before it collapses under its own weight.
Ready?
Ready.
Full-scale blast pressure test with aquarium full of water in 3, 2, 1.
That was massive, but look, the wall's still in one piece.
Unlike the air test, the water balloon wall is indeed still standing.
Look at that.
Yeah, actually, there's significantly less damage. The legs are still intact, the wall's still up. The sensor reading from the empty aquarium 6 feet away was 46 PSI. The aquarium full of water at 6 feet away was 36 PSI.
That was beautiful high speed. Blast goes off, you see that shockwave pass through, destroying most of the balloons. After that, debris pretty much finished off everything. It was definitely less severe than the air-filled aquarium, but I wouldn't want to be standing out there.
Yep, the pressure wave and resultant damage was dispersed by the water-filled barrier. But at 36 PSI, it's still lethal. But the big question is, will the Oobleck block that blast and prove to be bomb-proof?
Largest latte.
Oh, yeah.
Brian and John are on a mission. Will Oobleck, a non-Newtonian liquid that solidifies upon the application of force, prove to be bomb-proof?
That's 6 feet away with just air, 46 PSI. With water, 36 PSI. And that's a Newtonian fluid. That right there is Oobleck, non-Newtonian. So I feel like we're gonna drop down to 20 PSI? All right, we got Oobleck in here and on here. Bomb goes there, pressure sensors are good.
Let's hit the go button.
Let's do it.
Oobleck, bomb-proof? I've got high hopes.
All right, you ready?
Ready.
Okay, here's the final test. Oobleck bomb-proof test in 3, 2, 1. Hey!
That That's cool. The wall is literally running with Oobleck.
Yeah. In terms of damage from here, it looks comparable, if not better, to water.
The binary high explosive does its thing. The blast is a concussive, eruptive, terrifying 21,000 feet per second.
Man, look at this. There is a clear radius of where there's no Oobleck, and then there's just Oobleck all around.
Is it still Oobleck?
I don't know. Ooh, it got dried out by the explosion. That high-speed footage was amazing. It sends a shockwave blowing up most of these balloons, but then it almost seems like there's an invisible wall holding back this massive fireball. And then out of nowhere, slowly, a tidal wave of Oobleck comes showering back towards the board and covers it. You're still rolling, you made it! Woo!
The fireball and shrapnel do seem to have been deflected. But what about that organ-damaging pressure wave? Did the non-Newtonian liquid turn solid and absorb or reflect that force?
And now, the moment we've all been waiting for, the data. The explosion on the 6-foot sensor through air is at 46 psi. Through water, 36 psi. For our Oobleck, 51 psi. That's incredible. It's higher. Why? Well, when the Oobleck's hit by the pressure wave, it turns temporarily into a solid. That densely packed media doesn't deflect or absorb the energy as you might think. It actually transfers the energy more efficiently, like sound traveling faster through water. That is a really cool result. So, we know that cornstarch is great for gravy, but is it bomb-proof?
Heck no, man. Look around you. This place is a disaster.
So, busted?
Busted. We're here at Combat Paintball, just outside of Santa Clarita in Southern California.
This is a pretty awesome spot.
Yeah, it's the perfect place for a firefight. We're here to test if you pick up an enemy body during a firefight, can that body protect you from oncoming bullets? We're gonna set up our rig out there and test this myth for real. It's like we're unloading this giant bomb disposal robot. Go, robot, go! Yes! Ooh. Ooh, very nice. We're okay. Solid. Not even a creak. The way we have this track set up, it might seem a little wibbly wobbly.
Onward, John, onward!
But we've designed our dolly so well that it tracks perfectly smooth over the entire 50 feet. So light, like a feather.
Damn you, gravity. So one John-powered race car. This is nice.
The next thing we have to do is set up the pulley to get it up and down range. Drop this in.
It's kind of like a TIE fighter. So why all the field work putting this hefty box around our motor? Well, there's a couple things we need to worry about. The first is small arms fire. Our bullets are coming right at the rig. This wall is going to help protect that nice motor. The other is, that's a long track with a heavy cart on it. There we go. That won't go nowhere. We got forces wanting to pull this over towards the cart because it's pulling on the cart. The last thing is the height of the pulley.
Is in.
It's in. The rope under the cart is only a couple inches off the ground.
Stop, you good.
So we need about 6 inches of clearance, and this gets us right where we need to be. Which way do you want to go?
This way or that way?
I think that way.
Is that way actually that way?
I don't know which way. That's why it says this way or that way.
In 3, 2, 1. Oh!
With the pulley system pulling this way and that,
All right.
That's it. And the cherry on top.
The random return fire paintball gun is added
That should spray us.
That'll do.
and set up to fire remotely.
See that smug look on my face? That's some sexist stuff.
Cue our 2D good guy.
Looks like he's fully armed. Didn't.
Are those muscles? Is that what that is?
He either patted himself out by stuffing his shirt with socks, or he's jacked.
Good.
Good?
Yeah.
They're all set for a systems check.
Just getting dressed as a hitman.
Later, they'll be graduating to live rounds and adding the cadaver to see if he protects the good guy. But for now, they're just making sure everything works.
All right, Brian. You ready?
Ready.
Paintball shooting with return paintball fire in 3, 2, 1. Whoa! Have I hit you yet, Brian?
It's kind of scary.
He's shooting. I mean, I'm lighting you up. I'm shooting the gun.
It looks like it's getting close.
Oh, holy moly! I almost shot myself. Oh my goodness. That's some real wildfire right there.
I'm not gonna lie, I really have no idea when it's coming at me, and it is actually kind of terrifying every time that thing fires.
Oh my goodness. That's pretty fun.
That was, but it's time for real guns and real bullets.
Want to make a competition out of it?
Oh yeah.
So where are we with the myth right now? We've done some paintball tests shooting at a moving dolly with it firing back at us. But now it's time to up the ante. Live ammunition. Oh yeah.
1 magazine, 10 rounds total. Lock and load it. Straight.
John and I have set up 2 targets. We're gonna figure out which one of us is more accurate. That person, they're gonna end up being the shooter for our final test.
The shooter will be firing live rounds at the good guy, who'll be holding up the dead guy for protection.
Gun safe. I'm not worried about a guy from New York. Ho ho.
Well, I did put 2 in the center. My grouping's not so great.
Those are beautiful, but
What happened there? And the important thing, I think, when it comes to shooting a moving target is putting out rounds fast and putting them down accurately. You want to take the shot?
I'll take the shot.
Let's do it.
All right.
Texas
Shoot.
proud!
Texas!
Texas! So Brian got the better of me, at least this time. Oh, how's it going?
Come here, buddy. Oh.
Okay. How are we gonna tell if picking up a body during a gunfight will actually protect you from oncoming bullets? I think we just found a new workout program. Well, if the bullet goes into the cadaver and stays there, we're good. How's he look?
Oh yeah, me and him are just hanging out, having a great time.
Oh, très natural. But if that bullet goes through the cadaver and the plywood, that's what we're calling a lethal shot. What do you mean it's not beautiful?
I'm just saying.
So how is all this gonna work? I'll be in here with this box controlling the speed of our dolly back and forth.
And I'll be here with a 9mm with 2 magazines, 10 rounds for this way and 10 rounds to go back.
And with this remote, I'll be controlling the return fire paintball rig that will be shooting at Brian. What do I think's gonna happen?
I'm ready.
All right, here we go. I'm pretty hopeful it's gonna work. Does a dead body in front of you protect you from bullets in a gunfight?
And now, finally, we get a chance to put this myth to the test.
In 3, 2.
I think this myth doesn't hold water, much like a body full of holes.
1.
The good guy drags the dead body along the track.
Oh!
Brian unloads 20 rounds of self-defense hollow point ammo. The good guy returns fire.
Oh! I shot myself.
And all the parameters match the mayhem of the mythical gunfight.
Stop! Stop! You good?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I shot myself twice. It's just beautiful how scary it is.
Looks, oh, paintball paint. John, you might have killed me.
Oh! Well, at least if I didn't, I blew off your ear. I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry.
What?
It's results time. Is a dead body double really bulletproof?
Whoa!
That's crazy. That looks like a human flesh wound.
Whoa!
That's 2 to the belly, 4 to the chest.
You shot him through the wrist.
Look at that. You stick your finger all the way.
You can feel like all the bones and the stuff inside that you like crunched through. This is nuts.
Yep, there's no doubting the anatomical accuracy. But did it absorb Brian's impressively accurate shots and protect Mr. Plywood?
Drum roll, please.
Oh, John.
That's right here,
That's
man.
one.
Dude. I mean, look at that. That's like spine through the chest, femoral artery.
Kidney.
Lost a kidney or something? Yeah. I mean, he dead. Dead, dead, and dead. He's dead.
So it turns out that although you can carry a cadaver and hold it up as a shield, even with ammo purposefully designed to prevent collateral damage, the result is definitive.
What do you think, man?
Dude, busted.
Busted.
All right, let's go home.
Okay.
How far is it to walk home?
I don't know.
Just keep walking towards that little valley over there.
Oh, look, a car.